Chad Hughes here from thedroidguy.com, and I'm here with professional tennis coach JJ Johnson.
What's going on?
And we're here to unbox
the Samsung Infuse 4G on the AT&T network.
Absolutely. It has a beautiful screen, and we're going to get into this box immediately. Initial thoughts about it, JJ?
One of the best screens I've ever seen on a phone, period.
Absolutely. I completely agree. So with JJ's help here, we're going to look at the Samsung Infuse box. The box is, pretty nice. AT&T. It's a standard box. It's not anything too crazy. We have here, that's the phone, of course. We have a few features here on the box. Here you can see we have the Infuse 4G, the lithium-ion battery comes in the box, 2 gig micro SD card pre-installed, stereo headset, wall charger, USB cable, MHL adapter for HDMI output, and quick start. Immediately right off the bat, you can tell that the HDMI output is going to be a big thing. What do you think about that, JJ?
It's interesting that I've seen that on. Of course, it's a Samsung phone we see it on, but wasn't expecting that when we saw this come out.
Absolutely not. I completely agree. So we're going to take the phone out here. Before we get into the phone, we're going to open this up a little bit. Okay, so you have the USB cable here. It's a standard micro USB cable here. Nothing proprietary going on. I like the fact that they include this Samsung micro SD adapter. Samsung thinks.
They learned from the Epic.
They very much learned from the Epic.
I had to go buy an adapter last week.
He sure did. Here you go with your free $25 Samsung Media Hub credit. Good for movie rentals or purchase in Samsung Media Hub. That's absolutely nice of them. Do not use my code. We have here the earbuds, the headphones, the earbud headphones. They look pretty high quality. What do you think about that, JJ?
Better than the ones I got for my Epic again. Just bought something like that for $8.
Absolutely, absolutely. You have the charger here. It looks like one of the plug-in chargers. You plug in your USB cable straight to the charger. It works out. And then you have the MHL adapter for HDMI, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a really great addition. So we're going to actually jump into the phone right now. And I'm going to ask JJ to actually take the phone out of the plastic, and he's going to do the honorary removing of the plastic, if you can do so. Make that noise. Everyone loves the noise. You have to do it. Beautiful. Okay, so now we have the phone. Excuse me for knocking into the camera. So now we have the phone, and we're gonna unlock this bad boy. The screen swiping works a lot better than other TouchWiz devices, I must say. And we have we have TouchWiz. I'm not too sure which version of TouchWiz this is, but it is very responsive. If we can go to the applications menu here, you can switch left to right. I mean, everything's quick. You have a 1.2 gigahertz processor. You have a 4.5 inch screen. On top of that, you also have a Super AMOLED Plus screen. The resolution is absolutely wonderful. You can't really see it via camera, but JJ can possibly co-sign and confirm. What do you think about the screen?
Can't see the pixels, unlike on the Epic.
Can't see the pixels. Apparently, it's a 50% increase from Super AMOLED, so we're doing pretty good on the pixels here. And this phone is pretty much the cream of the crop when you come to AT&T devices. I mean, you deal with the iPhone and Retina display and speed, but Samsung has been very well known for their GPU, and although they've suffered some minor flaws back in the day, this phone is actually one of the better devices that I've ever touched. I mean, this is probably one of the best devices I've ever touched. I mean, we're gonna go right to the back right here. You can see on the back, there's a little bit of there's a little bit of friction on the back. Which contrasts the plasticky feel of the device. It makes it feel like it has a little more heft to it. There's an 8 megapixel camera that also records 720p. There's a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera here, which is actually quite nice. What do you think about that front-facing camera?
We was using that on the train on the way back here for a little while. Hey, Apple, eat your heart out.
Absolutely, Apple eat your heart out. And Cameron was actually using it right after the event, and the lighting and the contrast and the colors are absolutely wonderful. You can scroll from left to right. Some people gauge their speed by scrolling. This phone scrolls from left to right absolutely. The speed is just unbeatable, and then you can you press the application button, you go from left to right. It's there's no lag, absolutely no lag at all. Angry Birds comes pre-installed on here, and AT&T has actually struck a deal with with Rovio. Is that the name of the company?
It is Rovio.
With Rovio, and there's actually a secret golden egg you can obtain, which will give you secret access to a few levels in Angry Birds, so that's cool. Comes preloaded with the usual Samsung stuff. The music player is nice, as usual. Excuse me. And then you also have the 4 buttons at the bottom, the 4 typical Samsung buttons that you can also find on HTC devices, just, the position swapped out. But really, this device looks like it's going to be great. It's really thin, 8.99 millimeters, which is absolutely thin. As you can see, I mean, the device is tiny. It has a large 4.5-inch screen, but at the same time, it's extremely tiny and easy to hold in your hand. If we can get just JJ just to bring his hand over here and hold that device for you. How does that feel in your hand?
Easy, lightweight, it fits.
Easy, lightweight, and fits. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So this device is actually shaping up to be great. Besides that, there's really nothing to report here. Typical Samsung Froyo 2.2. Some people will be upset about that, some people won't. But Android 2.2 is a stable Android at this point, and I'm kind of glad that they put that on the phone. For AT&T users, I'm going to show you a little something that'll make you happy. Yes, unknown sources. You can install applications from unknown sources, and that's something that AT&T users have been plagued with for quite some time, not being able to sideload applications, but you can with this device. It's sleek, it's beautiful, the screen's absolutely gorgeous, the size is absolutely perfect, and the 4.5-inch touchscreen makes it absolutely perfect for anyone with large hand or small hands to watch movies or to just navigate amongst the internet. This has been the Samsung Infuse 4G for the AT&T network. I thank AT&T and everyone at Samsung, public relations, for helping me out and allowing me to use this device. We're gonna dive deeper into this device in the future, but for now we're just gonna give it a little rest and we're gonna check it out in the coming weeks. I thank JJ Johnson for making an appearance.
Of course, thank you.
And we will, of course, cover this phone much more in depth in the future. Chad Hughes for the Droid Guide. Chad Hughes for the Droid Guide.com signing out.